What is up, everyone? It is me, Wyatt the Scarecrow here, and welcome back to another Spirit Halloween 2025 video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today's date is Friday, June 13th. Friday the 13th. Happy birthday, Jason. And just as I predicted, Spirit Halloween has dropped another teaser for 2025. This is their second teaser of the year, and it's pretty interesting to say the least. So this teaser is a lot different than the others. This is kind of more of like a CGI-ish kind of teaser, if you guys know what I'm talking about. There's like no IRL shots. I mean, there could be in some of them, but most of the parts that you see in this teaser, if you've seen it, they're kind of like CGI, sort of. But minus the ending of it, because it does, I will say right now, it does show the Madison Scare Park sign that we saw in the other teaser video. So, but I think that's the only IRL shot that we have. But yeah, this is Spirit Halloween's second teaser for 2025, and this one is super duper exciting, as this teaser actually reveals all of the names. Actually, not all of them, but most of the animatronic names for 2025, and I am so excited to talk about them, so let's get right into it. Alright, so the first animatronic name that we have here is the Two-Faced Teddy. Now, I am really interested with this animatronic. I'm actually really interested to see what this animatronic is going to look like. Obviously, it's just going to be a two-faced teddy bear animatronic. That's what I'm assuming, but I don't really know. But this does sound really interesting. Next up, we also have another interesting one, and this one is called the Lantern Keeper. So, I am thinking that this might be maybe a Gravedigger animatronic. I don't really know. It's just the word lantern in it just kind of gives it that vibe. Like, it could be, actually, it could be like a Reaper. It could be like some kind of Gravedigger, like I mentioned, but I don't really know. But the name Lantern Keeper actually does sound really cool. In this next shot, we are inside of the subway train, and we have three names of three new animatronics. So first things first, I'm going to go at the bottom of this photo that I took, and the next name that we have is Grave Danger. This one sounds really cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Grave Danger, this one could probably be another like graveyard animatronic, even though it's a subway theme. I don't really care. I like graveyard animatronics, but this one I can definitely see being a really cool animatronic. And then on the top left, we have Trick or Treat Pete. This one is also really interesting as well. I heard that this could be another kid animatronic, which, I mean, that would be cool, but I will admit, the name of it does actually sound like kind of like a kid animatronic, or what a kid animatronic name would be. Trick or Treat Pete, that is actually it's a cool name. I don't really know what this could possibly be. It might be a clown, it could be a kid animatronic, but I don't really know. But right up on the top right is something really huge, and one I'm kind of confused on. It says Terrifier Santa Claus. So if you guys don't know, this is referring to the Santa Claus Art the Clown from Terrifier 3. If you haven't seen it, I unfortunately did. But Art the Clown dresses up as Santa Claus because Terrifier 3 takes place during the Christmas time. So from this, they are making another Art the Clown animatronic literally a year later after they released an Art the Clown animatronic, which is honestly very confusing, but this could be something completely different, which it probably most likely will be. This is obviously the Santa Claus version of Art the Clown from Terrifier 3. So, this one, even though I said I'm not big on Terrifier, not anymore, I think the character Art the Clown is cool. But I can actually see this being really cool, because what I was thinking when I first saw this is that this should be like a reskin of the Pretty Woman Leatherface, where he has the chainsaw, because in one scene in Terrifier 3, he does wield a chainsaw in the movie. So this should be a reskin of the Pretty Woman Leatherface animatronic, because in my opinion, that would actually be really cool. All right, next one is really exciting. This one I am super duper excited about, because this one is Trick or Treat Sam. So Sam from the Trick or Treat movie. Now, this is an animatronic that Spirit Halloween has done before, so I'm not sure if this is hinting to a new Sam animatronic or them returning the animatronic from like years ago. If you guys don't remember, back in 2019, Spirit Halloween made a officially licensed Sam animatronic. Then he came back in 2020, and then Shockingly came back in 2021. And he just wasn't sold again. But I guess now in 2025, they're making another one, or like I said, they could be bringing him back, but they most likely are probably making another different Sam animatronic, because they tend to do that with other licensed characters and just other Spirit characters in general. Like, for example, Little Skelly Bones from like 2015, he was on a swing, and then in 2022, they made him into a jump scare prop. And then we had the Pennywise animatronic from 2019, came back in 2020, and then in 2021, they made the Pennywise Sewer Grate jump scare animatronic. And then in 2021 we had the Ghostface animatronic, which was just a Hauntress reskin. And then last year we had the deluxe Ghostface and the static Ghostface. So this is probably most likely a different Sam animatronic, which I am actually really excited to see. And Sam is an animatronic that I wanted from Spirit Halloween for a very long time. Sam is my mother's favorite horror movie character, actually. So I can definitely tell that my mother's gonna like this one. And then in the next shot, we have Twisted Grandma. So this is actually what I'm thinking is the concept art that we got from a company by the name Techie Design. It is a company that makes the majority of Spirit's animatronics and other animatronics from other Halloween companies. Last year, there was like a few photos or a few like concept art leaks from them, basically revealing animatronics that they were going to have the following season. Since they were concept arts, they were actually props that were canceled. Well, some of them. One of them was the unfolding jack-o'-lantern, which actually, the prototype of that one was actually leaked and found in the back of the flagship store. So that was really cool. And then we had this one that showed a spine-twisting granny. That was the name of it. And it was like this zombified woman that would like have her back facing you, and then she would turn her head a 360 and then her torso a 360, which sounded and looked amazing from the pre-production photos and, like I just said, the concept art. But this is probably what this animatronic is, the Twisted Grandma. There is another animatronic that I thought was the same character. It's kind of confusing, but I think this is safe to say that this is the spine twisting granny, because it has the word twisted in it. So this is most likely the spine twisting granny, but now it is known as the Twisted Grandma. And I am really excited to see this prop in person and to see it overall, because the concept art of it was super freaking cool. And I'm just really excited to see what this is going to look like. And next up, we have this shot of a subway train door. It does say, oh, excuse me. It does say, do not hold doors and do not lean on doors. And then on the other like signs that you see, we see Electrified Corpse, which we already knew that was coming back. I already talked about him in the other teaser because he was featured in the other teaser in one of the shots. And I already did mention that I definitely will be getting him this year. So Electrified Corpse is on my list. But then on the top right, we have a name that we haven't seen before, and that is the Crypt Countess. Now, the word count in it kind of like gave me vibes of like a vampire animatronic. So this could be a vampire animatronic. I'm not really sure, but it's just the word countess in it kind of just gives off the vibe of a vampire. That would be really cool, even though vampires aren't really up my alley. I'm not really big on vampires, but a vampire animatronic would be really cool, because I think like the last vampire we ever got from Spirit was Lord Conovar, and that was pretty much it. I'm not really sure if we got any others, but I think Lord Conovar was like the latest vampire animatronic that we got. But it would be really nice to see another vampire prop from Spirit, because Spirit does have some really good vampire props. But I am also really excited to see what this is going to look like. In the beginning of the teaser, I took this shot of some graffiti on a wall that is above a sewer gate, and we can make out two names, one of them being Fire Demon and Bullseye. So these names are really interesting. I'm going to talk about Fire Demon first. Fire Demon, that sounds like a really cool name. I mean, I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. Nothing really too crazy with the name there, but you can definitely tell what this is definitely going to be. It's just a demon animatronic. And then Bullseye is really interesting. This could be a clown animatronic with like maybe darts in him. I don't really know, but Bullseye does sound like a really cool name. But heck, this could be a zombie, since they are doing the subway theme again. So a zombie would fit really perfectly in this theme, so I don't really know, but Bullseye definitely does sound like a really cool prop name. Now, I kind of forgot the name of this thing. I guess this is like a sewer panel thing that leads to a sewer, I guess. I don't really know. But it is obviously part of the whole subway thing. And it does say Mutant Sewer Rat. It's just the screenshot I took does have like a rat tail in front of it. But it does say Mutant Sewer Rat, so we already know stuff about him. Next up, we have Monkey Business. Now, this animatronic I'm really stoked about because I actually was thinking that this could be a Barry reskin. You know, the zombie that was in the cage, a prop I own. It would be really cool to see a reskin of Barry, but it's just the name Monkey Business just kind of gave me that vibe that this should be like a reskin of Barry, like a monkey trapped in a cage. I don't know, I just think that would be really cool. Then next we have this name, Head Case Harry. I'm not really sure what I think about this one. I don't really know what this could be, but the name does sound interesting. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we have the Back Bend Bonnie. This animatronic we actually knew like a while back, but it is good to know that the official name is Bonnie. So I am really excited to see what this is going to look like. Then next up, going up the flight of stairs, we do see a sign that says Valak, obviously hinting to the Nun animatronic. All right, everyone, so that was my analysis of the second Spirit Halloween teaser for 2025. I am overall really excited for these animatronics. If I don't really seemed all hyped and pumped up, trust me, I am. It's just I am really tired because I got back from work, and if you guys don't know what I do, basically it's a landscaping job, and obviously that sounds rough. I mean, I have fun doing it, but it's a lot of work. Like I lift a lot of heavy stuff, and I do like a lot of everything. But I don't really mind it. I have fun doing it because I am working with one of my best friends. But I just want to get that little detail out of there so you guys can know, like, if I don't really seem all like worked up and hyped up, trust me, I still am. I mean, in other videos, I am, but just not now because I actually did a lot of work today, which honestly, I don't really mind. But that is the reason why I don't really seem all hyped up, but trust me, I am. I'm super duper hyped for this season. I'm really excited that we finally got names for these animatronics. Now, I know that these aren't all of the names that we are getting this year as of now. I think so. I don't really know. There was a lot of names in this teaser video, but I do have a gut feeling that there will be more, because I'm kind of shocked that we only have like one licensed animatronic this year, that being Valak, which I don't really mind. Like Valak is really cool. The Nun movies, I think they're all right. But just kind of shocked that so far we only have like one licensed animatronic revealed, which I know we definitely might be getting later down the road, excuse me. But I don't really know. We definitely could be, but I really do like the way that they did this teaser. It was really, really cool. But that's gonna have to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until then, this has been me, Wyatt the Scarecrow. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.